Good morning. It is 9 a.m. on this Wednesday, April 29th. I'm Melissa Holmes, and we begin with some breaking news from overnight. This video just into the newsroom. We're learning more about this fire on Cazenovia Street in Buffalo. You can see these huge, bright orange flames shooting from the roof of this home. Firefighters were eventually able to get things under control. Right now, details are limited. We don't know if anyone was hurt or damage estimates at this point, but again, a massive fire on Cazenovia Street right near South Legion in Buffalo. That video courtesy of Buffalo Street News 716. We will bring you more information as soon as we get it right here on Channel 2. We're also working to learn more about this fire on 20th Street in Niagara Falls. More huge flames from this home. This was the scene around 3:30 this morning. You can see a fire truck trying to spray water on it, get it under control. We haven't gotten any word of what caused that fire or if anyone was injured in that home. But again, we'll bring you that information once we learn more from Niagara Falls officials. We're also following some developing news this morning. A man is in serious condition after a shooting in the city of Buffalo. Police say just before 6 p.m. yesterday, he walked into ECMC with a gunshot wound to his side. Investigators eventually identified the scene on Jefferson Avenue near Memphis Alley. We haven't got any word of any arrests, but we will update you as soon as we learn more. Buffalo officially has a new police commissioner this morning. Erica Shields was approved by the Common Council by just a single vote. The final tally 5-4. Council members Zanetta Everhart, Leah Halton Pope, Joe Golumbik, and former acting mayor Chris Scanlon voted no, citing concerns over her past roles in Atlanta and Louisville. Supporters argued that her experience can help the department, particularly with overtime issues. Shields is set to earn a salary of $250,000 a year. That's up from $175,000 from the previous commissioner. She is expected to begin her new position in May. And the SUNY Board of Trustees voted and appointed a new president for Buffalo State University. It's Dr. Jennifer Burris. She currently serves as provost and vice president for academic affairs at Lenoir-Rhyne University in North Carolina. She says her partner, though, actually grew up on Buffalo's west side. Dr. Burris succeeds interim president Benita Durand, who's led the university since June 2023. She will begin on July 1st. Well, if you live in Hamburg, listen up. The town will start using the Civic Ready mass notification system starting this Friday. It'll push emergency alerts and notifications directly to residents and business owners in Hamburg. Town officials say the new system will replace the current Code Red system as the system gets phased out in the coming weeks. Town officials say the program will give community members timely communication during emergencies and other significant events. And for more information on the new program or to register, you can head to our website, WGRZ.com. Well, we're taking a live look at City Hall right now. A big topic of discussion for the past few weeks has been Mayor Sean Ryan's $681 million budget proposal. As we've been reporting, there's been a lot of back and forth amongst Common Council members. And last night, the public got to weigh in for the first time. And as you can imagine, with all things involving money, things got a little tense.
$250,000 in cuts to community services in the same budget that proposes $250,000 as a salary for one person, the police commissioner. Cuts to youth and senior services, but increases for policing, it's a spit in the face. Your residents cannot afford this. This budget says that you are going to throw them out in the streets and then use the police to continue to criminalize poverty.
Let's be real about it. The people that it's going to impact the most and the worst are people that look like me. Black people. Specifically black women that's worked our behinds off to make sure that we've created a future for our families. And that's what we're looking at right now.
And the Buffalo Common Council has until May 26th to pass the budget or an amended budget. We'll have complete coverage on WGRZ.com. And in Albany now, state lawmakers have extended their budget deadline for a 7th time. The temporary extension approves nearly $13 billion in spending, keeping state workers paid for now. The budget was due on April 1st and is expected to total a record $260 billion. New York State Attorney General Letitia James is taking aim at the sale of illegal vape products, and she's doing it by going after major credit card companies. James is leading a bipartisan group that's calling on the credit card companies to stop transactions. The coalition points out that many of the products are not authorized by the FDA, yet they're still being sold online. The coalition says it wants to meet with the credit card companies to come up with solutions like banning merchants from using their networks if they're in violation of federal, state, and local laws. And we're getting reaction to Governor Kathy Hochul's plan to bring down the cost of car insurance. She wants to target fraud and limit payouts to drivers who are breaking the law or mostly at fault for crashes. The governor points out that car insurance fraud often takes the form of staged accidents or criminals taking advantage of loopholes in the claims process. Two on Your Side spoke with an insurance expert from AAA and a Buffalo driver who remain hopeful that the governor's plan will work out.
As the claims go down, the insurance rate should eventually go down along with it. This is not a short-term quick fix that's going to happen. This is going to be a long-term change that the governor is trying to put through.
I want to believe that it'll happen, but this is New York State. I've lived here my whole life. I've seen things be proposed for years, and it's still not done. There's a lot. I mean, I could go on and on about different. So I'm hopeful, but guarded, because I'll believe it when I see it.
According to the state's website, New Yorkers pay nearly $1,500 above the national average each year for car insurance. A wedding and banquet facility in West Seneca is reacting after the town board turned down one of its expansion proposals. Clocks Grove wants to build 40 hotel rooms on its property. The company argues that its guests often travel from out of area for the events, and West Seneca simply doesn't have nearby lodging available for them. There has been public pushback to the project, though, with a lot of neighbors putting up lawn signs last year saying, "Say no to Clocks Hotel." The planning board recommended its approval back in October, but 100 people also signed petitions against the rezoning. Despite getting turned down, Clocks Grove says it remains committed to serving the community. Local business leader and philanthropist Scott Beeler is being honored by St. Francis High School. School leaders are dedicating the newly renovated foyer as the Scott Beeler Family Foundation Foyer, recognizing his support of the school's campaign called Celebrating the Past and Securing the Future.
This new space now serves as a central gathering place for our community, welcoming guests attending athletic competitions in our gyms, as well as theater productions and musical performances on our stage.
The updated space inside Alumni Hall connects the theater and the gym and now features new branding and furnishings. Western New Yorkers will have a chance to see the world's largest working steam engine later this year. It's called the Union Pacific Big Boy, and the train is making a stop at the Walden Galleria as part of its coast-to-coast tour. It's all part of America 250, the celebration of the 250th anniversary of our nation's independence. Shuttles to see the engine will be provided at the north side of the Galleria, right near Primark, on June 10th from 9 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. The Made in America store is closing its doors for good. It comes after founder Mark Andal died unexpectedly last July. The store posted on social media that tomorrow will be its last day in business at their flagship location in Elma. They are inviting customers to stop by one last time, pick up any products that they may have on hold, and browse their remaining stock at 90% off. The Made in America website will also shut down, and the building will be put on the market. It really was a tourist attraction for a lot of out-of-towners, Patrick. There would be buses that would pull up to the Made in America store to check out all of the things inside that were clearly made in America and very patriotic. So it's sad to see that very unique store is now closing its doors for good.
I know.
Hopefully something similar will pop up.
Yes. Don't like seeing the brick and mortar stores closing.
No.
Some are opening too. But that is definitely was a destination. And sorry to see that go. Good morning, everyone. It is going to be a wet day today, as you probably have heard, midday into the afternoon. Tonight, showers early, then it ends. Tomorrow, Thursday, Melissa and I were convinced tomorrow was Saturday. from like 4:30 until like 5:15. If you had told me today was Friday, I was sold.
I can't believe it's only
I think
Wednesday.
it's because the Sabres game was last night, and I think in our mind's eye we're thinking, well, if it's a night sports event on the weekday, it's probably Thursday night, right? Was that?
I don't know.
I don't know. But this just in, breaking news. Today is Wednesday. There we go. Tomorrow will be cool with a few spotty showers, but the wettest day is certainly today. There will be a few spotty showers Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Ooh, beginning to light up now with some heavier rain showing up on radar now. A sign of things to come. We are going to see a wet afternoon for sure. And there you can see this unimpressive area of rain that is really going to fill in. There's an area of low pressure here that's strengthening. It's going to kind of gather some moisture and produce copious rain around the area. Look at this. This is this afternoon. And it's still raining 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6, 9, 10. It ends. But I think that's a long enough duration of steady rain where an inch of rain is easy. Some spots a little bit less, some spots a little bit more, but it is going to be wet. And then tomorrow, a few spotty showers as well. It just won't be the widespread rain like we're going to see today. It will also be quite cool. Temperatures today in the 50s. Tomorrow, 40s to around 50 degrees. And again, a pretty healthy amount of rain, 3/4 of an inch to an inch, if not a little bit more, across the area, making this, again, quite the wet spring. And we've got another full month of spring to go, and we're already, just running a big surplus. Rain mainly this afternoon, 53, the high today. The average, by the way, 61. Mostly cloudy, the rain ending, partly mostly cloudy tonight. Tomorrow, a mix of sun, more clouds than sun, but a few peaks, and also a few showers too. 40s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday. Monday, it's a little warmer at 60, and then rain, though, develops early next week, Melissa.
So you were convincing us that April was one of the warmest Aprils with like 9 70-degree days. I mean, they didn't have 10. I guess we can really look at the almanac. 10?
10. We had 10.
It just didn't feel that way with all the rain. You know, get out and enjoy it.
Like, I went into our newsroom meeting yesterday and I said, oh my gosh, this has been such a warm April. And everybody looked at me like I was crazy.
Right.
And I said, well, in fact, we've had 10 days in the 70s. And they still looked at me like I was crazy. And the truth is, you're right. A lot of those days were wet or cloudy. And so it just didn't feel like we had like 10 beautiful days in the 70s. No. It was.
And so the rain today, quickly, it's going to be like reminiscent of what Saturday was with a lot of rain. And you said also driving home tonight from work, things could be very, very slow because of ponding on roadways.
Yeah, I think it's exactly. I think there will be some ponding, some of those areas that you can hydroplane on. Some of the spots that you kind of know about. So heads up for that. But lots of ponding. I think it'll be a slower drive home for sure on this Wednesday, not Friday.
Okay. Patrick, thank you. And the Sabres, of course, are the talk of town, even the talk of the country. Something went viral yesterday for really good reasons at the game, and we'll tell you all about that coming up. Stay with us. Well, there was a lot of excitement before the game, a lot of fun, a lot of hype. That was the Blade Gang starting off last night's game with the opportunity to hit the drum and get the crowd all hyped up. Ultimately, though, it was a pretty tough night for the Sabres as they lost Game 5. It slipped away in overtime. The series now shifts back to Boston as the Bruins keep their season alive. Hey, the series is still at 3-2, though. But it was a 2-1 overtime win for the Bruins over the Sabres yesterday. David Pastrnak scored the game winner in OT after Elias Lindholm tied it in the second period. Buffalo struck first, though. Rasmus Dahlin, beautiful power play goal. But the Sabres just couldn't add on to it, despite strong chances late from Tyson Kozak and Jason Zucker. Alex the Lion made 27 saves for the
Wow, that's
Sabres.
great.
Yeah, Jeremy Swayman stopped 25 for Boston.
He's amazing.
Sabres still lead, though, 3-2.
I mean, we're in a good spot. We should just get ready for the next one. You know, it's a tight game and stuff happens, so we're ready for going to Boston.
It was their season tonight, you know. But I'll be honest. I thought we played a good game. I don't think we had the pace that we did the last couple. But you know, it shows how tight this league is. Every team's unbelievable. You know, they played a great game. Got to give them credit. But yeah, we're just going to regroup, learn from this, and be ready to go.
Now, Noah Offslund left the game early with a lower body injury and didn't come back, so we'll be waiting to find out just how badly he was hurt. Did not look good. Sabres will face the Bruins for Game 6 in Boston on Friday. The puck drops at 7:30. And then if there's a Game 7, it will be back here at home. It'll be on Sunday. I checked ticket prices this morning. You can't get anything for less than $400 right now.
God, I don't. That stress is going. Because I felt kind of like, you've heard that term, playing with house money. I felt like that's what last night's game was. I'm like, okay, they have to win 3. We only have to win 1.
Yeah.
So I was a little more relaxed. That's over.
Right.
Now it's going to be stress city.
Yeah, for sure. But hey, they went to Boston. They won both games.
They did.
So maybe they just feel better playing at TD Garden. And
Think about all of the away teams that are winning. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot. There's been 1 home victory. That was Game 1. Only 1 home team victory. Because Game 2 was away for Boston. The next 2 games, Buffalo won. I just thought of this. An original thought. Imagine. Saturday, Sunday was away for Buffalo. They won both games. And then, of course, Boston won.
so it seems like the Sabres just need to win on the road then.
There we go.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
All right. And that would lock up the series. First time in 20 years that the Sabres will have won a playoff series. But Sabres fans, they just are soaking in all of this excitement still. They flock to Alumni Plaza for the party in the plaza and Canal Side to watch the game together. And Daybreak's Natalie Foss joins us from Alumni Plaza with more on how the fans are still keeping that playoff energy alive.
Fans were definitely disappointed by the results of yesterday's game. I think we were all hoping for a better outcome, but they say they're not giving up hope just yet, and they're looking forward to Friday night's game. Puck drop is at 7:30 on Friday night in Boston. Tickets right now on Ticketmaster are sitting around $200. So if you're looking to go, it would be a more affordable game ticket to travel to Boston than to buy tickets here in Buffalo. Well, even with the disappointment of a loss, fans we spoke to last night are optimistic. They say that loss just means we get some extra hockey.
Win, lose, or draw, I'm still proud of these boys. They've shown a lot of grit, a lot of toughness in this season, and it's something that really woke up the community. I'm seeing so many people that are now just getting into hockey, and it's growing the sport a ton. Being a roller hockey player myself, it's incredible to watch, really.
If you're thinking about traveling to Boston, round-trip flights right now are around $400, and hotels are averaging about $200 a night. Driving continues to be the most cost-effective option, sitting at around $108 round-trip for gas, and Boston's about 7 hours away. So if you get a couple friends together, make a road trip out of it. It could be a really great trip to go cheer on the Sabres and hopefully celebrate a win. On your side in Alumni Plaza, Natalie Foss, Channel 2 News.
Very good.
And who are these? The skate gang? What are they?
Blade Gang.
Blade Gang. And these are just a group of 5 guys from South Buffalo.
Now it seems like there's more.
There's more.
But they're on the rollerblades, and they started the first game with like beating up the mannequin in the street. But then they went to Boston, and then the Barstool Sports guys and Spit and Chicklets, they kind of latched on to them, and now they've become bigger and have been getting a lot of attention, with Lindy even saying, I want to play with them.
Yeah, and then they banged the drum.
Right.
A coveted position that Josh Allen and Mrs. Jenneret had. And these guys got, because there was a lot of speculation. Who's going to be the guy?
Right.
Or the person. So impressive. So they've caught on.
Yeah. Okay, so they got a lot of attention. Cammie Clooney and Buffalo Sabres fans also got a lot of attention last night for this.
Oh, Canada, our home and native. Nation's love.
just gave me chills. I loved watching this, and it really just means a lot. Cami Clooney, she's from Buffalo. She did really well on NBC's The Voice. She's been the anthem singer for a while now for the Sabres. Obviously, her mic, there was a glitch in it during the Canadian anthem last night. And so the hometown crowd here chimed in, all 19,000 it seemed, to help her finish out the song. It was perfect.
This has got to mean something for foreign relations between the U.S. and Canada. When they see that.
It's all over social media right now, and national media outlets talking about it, because there have been strained relations between the U.S. and Canada. And this just was so classy for Buffalonians to sing the national anthem, to know every word. I mean, all of us who grew up here watching Sabres games know the words, because this has been tradition. That whether, even if it's two American teams playing each other, because we're a border town, we always sing both anthems. And so I know the words to "O Canada" just as well as I know I know the Star Spangled Banner. And so it was just really great to see the support and the love. And here on Channel 2, we have so many Canadian viewers. They can watch us, and they do. And so we're always hearing, and our Canadian viewers are chiming in about things that are happening here at home for us. And so there's been a wonderful relationship. Just last week, I went to Niagara-on-the-Lake, and you know, we've got so many wonderful things across the border. Including wonderful people. The neighbors to the north are great people.
Yeah,
and
it was amazing.
Yeah, you saw a lot of emojis of like shaking hands and the peace symbols.
I've seen it done before where the crowd has taken over singing the national anthem because maybe the performer wasn't doing so great or lost the words. So the crowd sings in to fill in. This one was different, though, given that it was the foreign national anthem and the entire arena did it. It was great.
It was beautiful, and it really showed why we are the city of good neighbors and this Saberhood. So good job. Class act, Sabres fan. That was great to see. So, yeah, it started off a lot of fun with the Blade Gang and with Cami Clooney and the whole crowd chipping in for that. Didn't end up the way we wanted, but hey, there's always Game 6. All right, stay with us. We'll have much more coming up right after the break. You know what can cheer everybody up after a heartbreaking Sabres loss?
What's that?
Puppies.
Puppies.
Here's Kevin O'Neill at Buddy's Second Chance Rescue.
It started with Buddy, and now 8,000 dogs later. Congratulations, Julie Starr, on everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Buddy's just one of the stories. What problem are we solving here?
So right now we're trying to help overpopulation in crowded shelters.
And I know down south especially.
Yep.
There are shelters where the dogs have, unfortunately, are put down.
Yeah, and that's just, it's not even
because of overpopulation.
It's only for overpopulation. It's not because they're not adoptable. Like I said, there's puppies that end up on that list. There's mama dogs with puppies, all kinds of dogs, very highly adoptable dogs that don't get out of the shelters.
Meanwhile, up here, we're looking for more adoptable dogs, and that's where you come in. Yeah. So talk about the weekend, too. This is sort of
So Saturday, we actually teamed up with a couple other local rescues and some rescues from Canada. And like we had said before, it was sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, and it came in on Dog as our co-pilot. And we brought in 37 dogs from Laredo, Texas, which is a very, very overcrowded shelter. It's one of the top in the country. So we're just trying to make a difference, and we save dogs from all over. We save dogs from Puerto Rico. We've taken dogs from Costa Rica, from Aruba, Bahamas, and we help dogs right here locally also.
We'll put a plug in for the website, but you need fosters. What is the role of a foster? What does that mean?
Yeah, so the foster family basically is a go-between from when we take the dog from the shelter and it gets adopted.
Okay.
So every family who fosters for us gets to pick their own dog that fits their lifestyle.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so we don't just place you with a dog. You decide what dog is best for your home, and then we will provide you with everything. You are not required to pay for a thing. We supply everything from the crate to treats to food to toys. We have everything.
Just assimilate it, give it TLC, and love the dog. And before it finds its forever home.
Absolutely.
Okay, there's an event coming up over the summer. People should pay attention to your website for that. And we got some puppies here that need homes as well.
Absolutely.
And those pictures will be on the website. So.
You got it. Absolutely. These dogs will start going up for adoption this week because they're just finishing out their 5-day medical hold to make sure they're healthy.
Take the mic. Okay.
I got the mic.
What's the website?
BuddiesRescue.org.
There we go. There we go. Look at this. The blue eye and two different colored eyes for this one. Again, on your side for beautiful animal. Maybe, okay. Update, we now have 3 puppies up for adoption. On your side from Amherst, I'm Kevin O'Neill, Channel 2 News. Hi, buddy.
Puppies. Fostering is a really amazing thing. I think it'll work for a lot of people, just to keep a really cute puppy for a month and then ship it off to a loving home and then get another puppy. But I don't know, for me, if I had a puppy for a month, could I give it up?
No way. And especially if you have kids that bond with the pet.
Yeah, oh, that would be bad. No, I think perhaps for someone older in life who lives alone, fostering would be a great thing. Or a young couple or a family trying to decide if they want a dog.
Right.
Probably not with kids. I can't imagine having a little kid and being like, this is your dog for a month and then it's going to go away. No way.
This is not going to happen.
But there are the right families.
The right
to
families,
be
and it's a
fosters,
perfect thing.
And that's a great opportunity. Or just adopt. And so go check out buddiesrescue.org to find out if there's an adoptable dog there for you. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Stay dry. We'll see you here tomorrow.